Well, hello there, Niverio here. So, this is my first video, so there will be countless mistakes on them, but, well, yeah, apologizes for all of them. So, this is a rated match with 8 people, with some familiar faces like Danny, Tommy, and yeah. So, this was a very interesting and intense match for me. I will tell why. So, here, as you can see, my start is pretty much shit. I have only 4 closest outposts, Kybers, Garfield, and Fam and Champino, and sadly all of them are generators. Well, this is a balanced map, so I will have only my 2 starting factories, Salt Mine and Tangaroa. Yeah, so the game took off. I was actually asleep when the game began, so I launched my initial subs a little bit late, but no problem. Navy and Sky were kind enough to give their drills. So my initial goal was to survive because I had so little factories. I didn't have anything to do. I just wanted to survive and didn't find anyone. So first, before the game began, I was approached by Hurricane here. He said, well, he knew in what position my queen was in, like 3 outposts with 4 drills on them with my queen alone. So he said, I don't want to fight you, let's align. So I was pretty happy that I heard this, so I accepted. And this pretty much determined the rest of the game. Because, well, yeah. So the game took off. I had a navigator first and then a smuggler. I was pretty lucky about that. I immediately promoted into a tycoon here. And yeah, so I managed to make truces with each of my neighbors, so nobody was attacking me. That was good, that was cool. And yeah, here you can see purple and orange are pretty much trying to fight each other until Tommy had already launched on orange. And here you can see some war preparations between navy and pink. Well, so yeah, there were pretty much actions over here, and also Sky had attacked Danny. Yeah. So I forwarded it. Here, Navy approaches me. He saw my tycoon, or I don't know if I might have approached him as well. So I said, well, I have a tycoon, so my factories are producing more than yours. So let's make a deal. I take Osage. I send 18 drillers per day to you and keep the 9 to myself. He says okay because he doesn't need a factory again away from the front line, so that's okay. But the problem is here. Yeah, you can see this 65 going through is, and also a pretty little later, and 8 drillers to Sagan. The reason for this was, well, yeah. So these two guys are fighting each other. I'm good with both of them. So Hurricane asks me if I can help him with purple. So I try to stay away from the fight as much as I can. But at the same time, purple is asking help from me to attack orange. Well, yeah, so this is kind of an impossible situation. So what I did was, they knew I had a tycoon, so I told to Hurricane that purple is willing to give me Sagan if I had captured Ruiz. He says okay. So I also said that to make it believable, I will launch a big force on that. Don't drop the shields. Yeah, he says okay. I capture it. When purple sees this and he leaves Sagan to me. So yeah. This was pretty good for me because now I had 5 factories. Oh, and also I got a Tinker and the Smuggler here, the second one. So things are looking well. I also drilled a mine at Isaacson. And this is where something interesting happened. So, Sexy Bastard here opened a group chat with himself, me, Crunchyroll, and Deal Guy and said, the the rest 4 people like Danny, Tommy, Hurricane, and Clenta are in a 4-man alliance, and we should form a team against them. So people are arguing there. I didn't have much choice because I was still pretty much weak and bound with lots of legal arrangements. So I said okay. And I also said that I will drill this mine to formalize this because it's really pretty much in the middle of all of us. And I said that I will be funding them when I reach the 20 Neptunium. So the fight moves on, and here you see I'm keeping my promise to launch the 6, and here, yeah, this 55. So for the last 2 days or so, I was being pressured by Purple to help Orange, and Orange is saying things like, oh, we are allies, and well, yeah. So I launched this attack. Orange is mad, rightfully, because this is pretty much a betrayal. So we argue about it for almost an hour. I think to myself, and well, I decide to give the attack and tell him to keep them. These will be the total number of gifts from our arrangement at Riz anyway. And of course Purple sees this, he's mad. He's questioning my loyalty to our alliance. But thanks to me, Sexy here had pretty much collapsed Pink, and he was free to do so. He came to help the Eel guy, and there was them together pretty much forced Orange to turtle. Yeah, and here I still had no one to attack to. And here, as you can see, I got a third smuggler, so I had another tycoon. I upgraded it, and as you can see, I didn't have any enemies, so I had whatever I had gifting. Here, 159, 45, 18. Yeah, so things were looking quite good, but I was feeling terrible inside because of the chats with Hurricane, and I pretty much forced him into this situation. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, but I hope I don't have to do it anymore again. So, in the meantime, I extend my truces with Danny because he had his own fights and I didn't intend to attack him. So yeah, I just focused on mining after that. You can see I'm sending 100 over there, and you can see a lot of drills at Riz, so I drill a second mine at Garfield and pretty much a third one at Riz immediately after. So as you can see, with 3 tycoons and a foreman and 2 tinkers, I have quite a bit of protection. So I am pretty much sending everything I have to the guys in need. And since Sexy is his own tycoon now, yeah, Deal is finished with his own fights and just mining himself. So I decide to drill a 4th mine. Here, yeah. But at this point, as you can see here, everybody is interested in his own fights, and here, this is pretty much a mine race after this. Sexy here, as you can see, where it should be, over here. Yeah. Yeah, you can see these one-ups. Purple drills 2 mines and leaves them to Navy. In the meantime, the same is happening with Danny and Pink. Here. Yeah, so the 2 alliances with 2 major players, Sexy and Danny, take Sexy won. Congratulations to him. Danny was 2nd, and I took 3rd. Very exciting match. And with that shitty start, I was expecting to be eliminated or in the 7th or 8th place at least. So things have gone quite well, especially with that deal about Sagan and Riz. I took 2 free factories without giving anything myself. So I feel proud about it, but as you can see, I feel terrible about betraying Orange because that was not a nice thing to do. I pretty much sold him out to be able to live myself.
Well, yeah. So this is it. Bye bye.